Vishwadeep, I have one question for you. As you mentioned, we also realized during COVID time, just we wanted to just for our project, we need one GPU based machine. And that time we ordered that GPU based machine and it took almost 8 months
Yeah.
to get delivery. So as you mentioned, supply chain, like what, another that
Resilience.
system resilient, right? So basically, like, is it due to like what heavy reliance on import? Like right now, how much like import we do in this domain, and how long will it take to like what get like what the overall like
Hmm,
what
hmm,
supply
hmm.
chain management, or otherwise you can say the independence in semiconductor ecosystem.
We're importing 100% of our semiconductors today.
100%.
100%.
Even passives, as I mean, Sarath mentioned,
Everything is imported, sir.
resistors, the precision capacitors that are needed are still imported.
The fab we have in SCL an, is a low volume, I think 2,000 wafers a month. They're supplying chips for our Department of Defense, for our satellite programs. Good technologies, older geometry, very stable. But that's it. Everything's imported,
No, if
and it's a
100% is import, then how the internal systems will blossom then? Like what will happen? How long will it take then?
so as I mentioned, we have EMS today, and they're coming as kits. Those kits have imported semiconductors and passive components, and all imported. So that's the first step is to start doing those, and that means you have to build the bare PCB like we talked about. We don't have the fab, the front end manufacturing, but we can of course do the back end manufacturing, which by the way has been dominated by Southeast Asia and Taiwan, Korea, Malaysia, Vietnam, and these geographies are dominating that. Philippines, India's a little on catch up mode. Just you have to think logically, right? The fab is the end all and be all, the $10 billion investment. 1/10 of that is the PCB and the packaging. 1/10 of that is EMS. So it's economies of scale, and it's also exponential in terms of out throughput. Simple thing like he said, tectonics. But there's another huge factor which all of it requires a clean room.
Yeah.
So before you even start doing a package, before you start doing a PCB, before you start doing a fab, start building the clean room so you can have something to put these inside. And that itself is a huge industry. So step by step, I think the Tata Fab 28 nanometers will be a very big deal for India. It'll be monumental. It'll be a game changer. It'll be pivotal, and it's going to be a renaissance period for India once we're able to get a 28 nanometer fab in Indian border. Uh, Up till that time, we're just getting to that point because this will take around three to 4 years, if not more. The upgradation of SCL will also take about 3-4 years because again, this equipment takes a long time to build. The answer to your question about the GPU taking 8 months is nothing. First of all, they're ghastly expensive. One NVIDIA GPU is like 60,000 US dollars, the high end ones. And they're not available. TSMC can't make enough of them because NVIDIA has Oracle, Tesla, Amazon, Meta as customers. Where are we
And
going to
that
get those
specific period, there was panic
Right, panic,
purchase.
yeah.
panic
Every,
purchases? Where are we going to get those?
Right.
Right? So the point is either we wait for it and pay those astronomical rates and have to import it, or we have to do it ourselves. So now you're seeing people starting to design GPUs. Let's see.
Sarath mentioned a very interesting phrase, Renaissance of India. So if we actually look at the actual Renaissance that happened in Italy, the reason it bloomed, the reason we had the Da Vinci's and the Titians at that time was trade had bloomed in Italy. Bloom of trade led to available funds that could be channelized towards culture, art, and everything. Take a similar thing, right? Gradually, from a point where we had low foreign reserve to today, India has reached a stage in economy where they are being called a powerhouse. Now they're taking that excess money, excess in relative terms, of course, but excess and deploying in areas where we were scared to invest in. Why did we start servicing? As I said, right? Because low investment.
Low.
What do you need? You need 10 engineers.
Right.
You need to ensure that the cash flow for these 10 engineers, maybe for a quarter or 4 months, is maintained in your bank and their laptops. You're off to business. But if it's a fab or if it's even an ATMP, you need a massive investment
Right.
and an appetite to stay invested for a very long time without expecting return. For that, you need to have a stable economy. So I think this is a perfect launchpad that the country has reached from where we can start aspiring and dreaming of this.